resources in my car got me going fast. I just wanna do the dash, put my pedal to the gas. Going so fast, hope I don't crash. One false move that could be my last.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, this whole week actually, I'm going to be taking you through the 7-day program that I created. If you haven't heard about it yet, link is in the bio. It's totally free. I just created a basic training program that I think can kind of cater to not just middle school players, but I think high school players as well. It's just more general though, so it gives you, on every day there's a new focus, so it's not just like a specialized program. It's something that you could use over the summer to just make sure that you're, strengthening every area of your game as opposed to just one. First drill, we got our dribble pounds. So we're gonna go 20 reps of each, 3 different heights. So you're first gonna start with 20 low pounds, 20 waist pounds, and then you go 20 shoulder pounds. The catch is that we're throwing in some conditioning. So you have 10 jumping jacks in between each set of 10. And then you're repeating that entire thing 2 times. So let's go get it. 2 is going to be our continuous series, so there's no dribbles in between. We're going straight between the legs for 20 reps, then we're going to stop and we're going to do 10 squat jumps, then we're going to get right into a between the legs behind the back continuous. Again, 20 reps, repeating the entire thing 2 times. The last one for the stationary work is going to be our V dribble series. So we got 20 reps of V dribble crossovers, and then after those, we're going to be doing 20 high knees. Again, repeating those 2 times. All right, guys, on to part 2. Now we're going on the move. So for the next set of moves, everything that you do is going to be either 10 reps forward, depending on how much space you have, you can go 20 reps forward, or you can go 10 reps forward. If you don't have enough space, then you speed dribble back to where you started and go another 10 reps. So all in all, 20 reps for each move, and then really speed dribbling back, keeping the pace up and getting right into that next move. Number 1 is crossover between the legs. Second one is between the legs behind the back. Third one is an in and out behind the back wrap, and the fourth one is an in and out crossover between the legs behind the back. So we're getting more advanced as we go from move to move. So because we're running back after we finish those first 10 reps, we're getting some conditioning here because you're not taking a break. You're going straight into the next move, sprinting back to the baseline, and then getting on with the second set of it. So 10 reps, remember, run back to the baseline, start your second 10 reps. Once you finish 2 sets, then you can go on to the next move. The last part of the ball handling workout for today is going to be a competitive finisher. So I like to throw these in at the end of workouts just so that we can keep it fun. You can track your score. And again, this whole workout is raw. I'm leaving all my mistakes every time I lost the ball, which was a ton. And you guys can see it's not gonna be perfect. You're watching me do this. Yeah, I created this program, but I still struggle with some of this stuff too. So the goal is to just get better from week to week. It's not to do everything perfectly, A lot of times, even me myself, I'll only put like the makes of my shots up. A lot of other players do the same thing, right? Acting like we don't miss shots. I'm gonna leave all the mistakes in here. You can see how many times I mess up and how I get frustrated. So keep working, keep pushing through. Don't get discouraged when you make a mistake. Here we go. Let's finish this thing up strong. All right, guys, that's day 1 of the program. Focus was on ball handling. Shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes today. They're gonna get lengthier and lengthier each workout. I'm about to go for a run right now. What's up, guys? Whew, I'm gassed. Just finished up a 2-mile run. I forgot how hard running was. 1 mile is light, but once you get to the 2 miles, for me, I've never been a good runner. So if you guys are kind of like me, you kind of hate running, or you feel like you're just not good at it, I promise it's just the more you do it, the better it gets. But the more time that you take off, that you're not doing it, it's gonna really hinder you, and it's gonna be hard to jump back in, especially if you're not a naturally gifted runner. if you're not light, I'm kind of big boned, so for me, running is not ever been easy, but it's, again, there's no excuses. You gotta just go out, you gotta get it done. The more you do it, the easier it will get. You'll get lighter on your feet. And if you're a player right now, that's what you should be doing. You can't just be doing all basketball stuff. You have to be conditioning too. And that doesn't mean just a 2-mile easy run, right? You gotta be doing some sort of interval training, right? Some speed work, agility stuff, all the stuff that you're gonna be doing in a game, right? You don't really jog for 30 minutes straight in a game. It's more, stop and go, high intensity stuff. So you gotta mix it up, all your conditioning. Just make sure you're getting some conditioning in along with your basketball work. But it's 5-6 p.m. right now. I'm gonna just sit out here for a little bit. It's so nice out today. Sweating a lot, but we're gonna go inside, do some film work later tonight. I'll show you guys that. Then we'll probably hop on PlayStation tonight with the friends, and then we'll catch up tomorrow. So yeah, that was day 1 of the basketball program. All right, guys, good morning. It's about 7 a.m. We're up nice and early, gonna hit the gym. We got a meeting at 10. I got a softball game later tonight in our co-ed league, so wanted to get up early and get the workout in. Went to sleep so early last night, so I didn't film anything. I literally just crashed after that run in the b-ball session. It was so hot, so just crashed. But now we're up early, about to get it. A new week. Hope everybody's having a great week. I'm gonna try and get this video up as soon as I possibly can and start putting out a lot more videos throughout the week. But it's Monday morning. I hope everyone has a great start to their week. All right, we just pulled up, got with a scoop of Alani New today. This is a rainbow candy flavor. Gonna be in and out, quick workout today, and then we're gonna head back home. These old sneakers, somebody got these on Poshmark, so gonna ship these out today. My breakfast is ready. Today we're going with not cooking. I'm trying to save some time. I have a meeting at 10, so I want to get some work done before that meeting. But my mom, like I showed you guys earlier, my mom makes the best French toast. So we got 2 slices of French toast and some scrambled eggs there. My mom's homemade French toast is by far my favorite meal of hers, so we're gonna have some of that today. Nice little breakfast, and we're gonna do some work over here for a little bit. All right, we're ready to go. Notepad out, pen ready. Sue Bird is our player of choice today. All right, we've got Sue Bird highlights pulled up here. From these highlights, we can see at least 3 or 4 already no-look passes. And what I mean by no-look, obviously she's not looking. She kind of looks in an opposite direction as she makes the pass, and that's why the pass gets through. If she's staring down the player that she's going to be passing the ball to, that pass is probably not going to be made, because you'll notice these are tough passes that she's making, and she's throwing them on time, on target, and she's not looking. So that is something that she's definitely practiced, whether it's a pocket pass, whether she's driving baseline and kicks it out, nice bounce pass. She's really, really efficient at passing the ball and keeping the defense kind of confused as to where she's going to throw it. All right, guys, it's a little bit later. We did our film session with Sue Bird earlier. Now I'm trying to just look up some film on how different teams guard the ball screen and how they do it differently. You know, we usually ice ball screens on the wing. That's just what I've been taught. But this summer, just watching a ton of clinics and listening to the coaches' webinars and stuff, there's so many different ways to guard the ball screen. And I just want to make sure that I'm familiar with all of them, not just, one style. It's super important that I understand not just a concept that I did when I was a player, but that I can understand all the concepts when you would want to use, certain techniques and certain strategies and all the different ways to guard that aren't traditional. But after watching the webinars and everything, there's so many teams that guard it like a combination of the ways. It's not really just clear cut. So I'm looking up right now on Synergy. I'm still finding my way through this thing. I know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going to the leaderboards of the top women's teams and who guarded the ball screen the best. So these are the teams that gave up the least amount of points on ball screens, and that's UCF at the top. But you also have to be mindful, which I realized too right away, this isn't teams that necessarily guarded ball screens a lot. So a team that plays zone is of course going to rank number 1 or 2 because not a lot of teams set ball screens against the zone. So that's what I'm also learning here, is that you have to be really mindful of what the leaderboards are saying, because the categories just go by like whatever you click, and it's not necessarily the team that guarded the ball screen the best. So yeah, that's the plan. Gonna spend like an hour or so just watching the best defensive teams and how they guard the ball. I really think that you can learn obviously from watching a ton of different teams, and for me, I'm just used to my playing style, so why not go and see, what other teams are out there doing. So that's what I'm gonna do. We got a softball game later tonight. I also wrote a blog post today, so this one was 3 steps to set yourself up for success. And again, when I'm writing this stuff, like, obviously I'm a 23-year-old kid. I don't have all the life answers, but I just love to just share my thoughts, and they're going to change obviously throughout my career. Look back at this in 5 years, I'm going to be like, what the hell was I talking about, probably. But to kind of just track my thoughts and have somewhere that I can just put stuff out, whatever's on my mind, and where I believe that I was successful or where I developed and what helped me. I think it's going to help a lot of younger players, and I get a ton of emails literally on a daily basis, emails, DMs, everything, saying like how much people like the podcast or how much people like reading the blog or the YouTube channels. And it's a lot of younger players, and that's who I'm catering to, people that I can help because I've been in their shoes. So yeah, this one was actually pretty long. I wrote this quickly though. You'd be surprised like how fast you can type. So these are my 3 steps for success: having a plan, tracking your progress, and then being able to compete. So competing, and then you reevaluate and you repeat. Once I get going on these things, the juices just get flowing, and I can just type like a lot faster than I used to be able to type a paper. I'll say that. What's up, guys? I am at the softball field. We're in Surf City, North Carolina. It's pretty much like the boondocks out here. Like every house is like miles apart. They have acres of land, but this is where the softball games are being played. So we got my jersey on here. I'm walking to the bathroom to see if I can use the bathroom, but I forgot my mask, so I don't think they're gonna let me in. But yeah, I just wanted to record this clip, let you know what I was doing. It's Monday night. We play Monday, Wednesdays in this softball league with my dad, so it's kind of a fun thing that we do. I feel like, obviously I'm not home a lot of the year, so I think when it's the summertime, it's nice that I get to spend some time with him and play some softball. So yeah. What's up, guys? It's Wednesday, and the day that this was filmed. I am not in my backyard, which is a little bit different than usual. I actually headed over to a park near my house because this shooting workout for day 2, it consists of a lot of mid-range and 3-point shots, and as you've seen, my backyard is not very big, so there's really no room for jump shots along the corner or like the wings. So I figured it would be way better to demonstrate this on an actual court. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm kind of going off the cuff here, just going to kind of voice over what I'm doing. So we first started off with a ton of floaters. So we just went 30 seconds on the clock, and I just stayed in one area for 30 seconds and then shot floaters from the right side, left side, middle. Now we're getting into some elbow to elbow jumpers. These are all just warm-ups, just to get the blood flowing, start to feel good about your shot. So just going back and forth from elbow to elbow for 30 seconds. And then I believe the last one we went corner to corner for 30 seconds. And I know most of us are probably all outside when we're working out these days, just because I don't know how many gyms are actually open right now. But it was so hot this day, which was 2 days ago. It was like 90 something degrees, so I was drenched by the end of this workout. I know you guys probably feel the same way if you've been working out outside and you live somewhere where it's really, really hot also. So this workout was no joke, a ton of shots. So the next thing we get into is the volume shooting. So this is the bulk of the workout. It's going to be 100 shots that you're taking in total. And I'm saying taking, right? Because we're going to be tracking our makes, and then from week to week, I expect, you should expect that the score will go up. But so it's a total of 100 shots, and for each spot that you're at, you're taking 10 shots. So the first one, we were going from the corner to the wing, back and forth, 10 shots. Then we went from the wing to the top of the floor, like you're seeing right here. I would just toss the ball out, step into it, 1-2. You can mix up the way that you're shooting it. Then the next one, we went to the other side. We did the same thing. So now we're on the opposite wing to the top of the floor, and then we're at the opposite corner to the wing. So again, 10 shots. You should have 50 shots taken by the end of this. So the other thing is, when you don't have a rebounder, you're doing obviously twice the work having to chase after each ball. I know you're gonna see in some of the upcoming drills, I was getting a little frustrated almost. This spot over here, when I was on the right wing, I could not make this shot. This shot right here was tough for me. Going left, right, and getting my shoulders square to the rim. That one was frustrating me a lot. I had to keep chasing the ball all the way on the other side. So that was annoying. It's, that's what happens when you don't have a rebounder, but you'll be better for it in the end. Then we ended up moving to the other hoop over here, so just because it was a better angle, but we went shots from the top of the key. So we were at 50 shots when we started this. So now we went 10 right, 10 left. Everything was off the dribble now. So pull-up jumpers, 10 right, 10 left. Then we moved to the right wing and we drove baseline for everything. So you're going to see here, it'll be right wing 10, left wing 10. And that's another 40 shots. So at this point, when we were finished with this, we had a total of 90 shots taken already. There's probably corner-to-corner threes for our last 10. So this was just a burnout, obviously just stationary three-pointers, corner-to-corner, just take 10. And again, you want to track how many you made out of the 100 at the end, right? So you should be writing it down, whether it's in between each drill or if you're good enough to remember, and add it all up at the end, that's fine. But out of 100 shots, right, you want to see if you can be making, obviously over 50%. I would say from 60, your goal should be to get that up to 70%. Like, that's impressive. Because remember, there's no defense here. Again, I'm shooting on a double-rimmed hoop at the park. I understand that it's a little bit of a disadvantage when you're shooting on double rims, but there's really no excuses, especially because there's no time limit. You could really take your time on these shots and focus on making every single one. I just think getting a ton of shots up is just an easy way to practice your form. But, yeah, we're going to get into a little chat right now that I had, just addressing the video title. I was just a little bit down yesterday, and you're going to see why here. Just finished up some stretching. Just did a Zoom workout earlier, so just got that finished up. Went on my run. You guys saw the workout. Hope you liked the basketball workout. I just wanted to kind of end this video by discussing the title of the video, which is probably something along the lines of being willing to adapt or, adjust to the circumstances, something like that. Just because it kind of relates to something that's just going on with me right now. As I've been kind of saying in all my videos, that, I have a big announcement coming soon, change of scenery and whatnot. Obviously, with all the circumstances that are going on in the world right now, things were always subject to change, and in the back of my head, I kind of knew that they were, and nothing has changed permanently in terms of my circumstance. I can't really go into too much detail yet, but what I thought was going to happen sooner has now just gotten pushed back a little bit longer, so it's not a big deal. But in the moment that it happened this morning, was kind of negative about the whole situation, and then it was a quick moment though, and then I turned it around just fast as I possibly could. And that's just something that I feel like you guys can learn from too as well. Like, obviously stuff's gonna happen in your life that it literally have no control of, especially obviously during this pandemic and everything. I'm sure there has been plenty of things that have happened that you weren't happy about, but it's your job to try and turn that negative into a positive, and that was a big lesson for myself today. So I'm not trying to preach to you guys like I don't, ever get into a negative mindset, because I definitely do. Then being conscious that I'm putting out videos, and if I'm talking about being positive and turning negatives into positives and all that kind of good-spirited, positive stuff, I can't be in that negative mindset too, because then I would just be talking about stuff that I don't do myself. And I try and pride myself on being somebody who I'm only talking about stuff that I've experienced or that I've gone through or that I actually do. So I caught myself really quickly this morning in a little bit of a negative state, which is natural, I think, but just trying to focus on not letting it ruin my entire day. So again, my announcement will be delayed. Obviously it has to do with my job opportunities and whatnot. I'm trying to get into coaching as soon as I possibly can, and I do have something set up, but just because of COVID and the basketball season kind of being unsure right now and uncertain, there's not really too many opportunities going on right now. But with that being said, right, I think this morning I was a little bit obviously negative about it and kind of, down on myself and what am I going to do and that kind of stuff. But an hour later, 2 hours later, I'm thinking about all the opportunities now that I'll be able to do while I'll still be at home for the next few weeks, few months, potentially, whatever it is. So I'm realizing now, I can keep creating content as much as I want. I'm not going to be limited in things that I can talk about or say or show, because once you get into the college, once I got hired by a college, technically, you got to follow those NCAA rules. So I realized that I have a lot more time to engage with you guys through social media and whatnot. I can make a ton more videos because this is really my sole focus right now. I don't have any other priorities per se. So I'm just trying to turn that situation into something better and something that I can really be optimistic about, be positive about, and see new opportunities in. So I can keep growing this thing, keep doing all the basketball training, the Zoom workouts, which I really, really have grown to love. So it's really not that bad of a situation. I just don't know when I'll be leaving my home to go move to where I'm supposed to be going. So we will see. But again, everything happens for a reason. So if you guys are going through something right now where something unexpected happened, or it kind of seems like it's a shitty situation per se, just try and find the best in it. And it's okay to have that moment, or even the day, like a day where it's just kind of like, damn, and you're kind of feeling a little bit sorry for yourself. It's okay. Just don't let it turn into 1 day to 2 days to 3 days. Don't let it kind of spiral into something more than it actually is. Try and find the positive out of it, the best opportunity that you possibly can. So that's what I just wanted to end off this video with. Sorry, it was a little bit of a depressing ending to the video, but I try and keep it real with you guys here. So again, only want to talk about stuff that I'm going through, and I don't want to preach and act like I'm the most positive person ever, because I oftentimes am down, and I just try and find a way to kind of get out of it and realize that things could be worse. So again, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Stay positive, stay motivated, keep pushing on what you want to do. Seize every opportunity that comes your way and be grateful for it. I know I am. I'm grateful for you guys watching all the videos, and grateful that I even have these opportunities that are coming to me in the first place. So again, thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.